Hey, not financial advice, but just been doing this for a while. This is for anyone that's talking about going all in on Bitcoin um, now or starting now. I strongly discourage that. Don't hate. Just listen. So it's at 112 now. There's people flipping out about that being at 112, which is ridiculous. That means they bought it highs. Um, when you buy it highs, you're buying on a wave, and just look at any stock, any type of equity. When it hits a high, there's just so many reasons for it to go down. More with companies because they can't keep beating those um, forecasts. But you just have people taking profit. Something comes out. Something always bad happens around the world, and really just the profit taking. And it blows my mind. The one thing I've realized in all this is when something goes crashing down, um, and something starts just dropping, like how low is it going to go? It always shoots up, usually, on something that's supposed to be going up. You're like, why is it going down? Why is it going down? Just like Ethereum. Oh my God, Ethereum was a nightmare. But I was buying it, I was buying it low, and you just never know. I mean, half of me is like, why don't I just put all this in Bitcoin? Bitcoin's like, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. And now, every time I was buying Ethereum at 2000, that's doubled now. And Bitcoin's even done better than that. But let's just think about this. Let's say you have 20,000. You want to go all in Bitcoin now at 112. I forecast it going to 150 in November. November, December, that was my best projection point. You can see my earlier videos where I was saying if it happens in March, it's going to shoot up and shoot down. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Next target is June. But we really want to shoot for November. That's where it's going to have a good, nice slope, and the crash won't be as bad. So I see it going up to 150. It'll probably spike a little bit more than that. But when I sell a portion of mine 150, I will not be upset when it goes to 160 because I'll have enough in there. But I know what's coming. I know the wave crashing is coming, and I projected staying at 70K for the next 3 years. So you can look at any 4 years of Reddit or any other post where 1 out of 4 years you have the stupid hype of this is going to the moon. Just you have everyone just giving crazy projections, just like XRP is going to $100. I mean, just so outlandish. I mean, I love XRP, but 100, it doesn't. It's like Doge going to $1. Just crazy. And if that's what you're waiting for, you're going to be so disappointment for so many years. So back to the 4 years, there's always that 1 year hype and then 3 years of hate. And that's gone on for 16 plus years. Just go look. Go type in a date. And if it's between, you just got people hating it. And you can take any 4 year increments. It's so funny. It's like the same thing, just different people. And it's usually the people, the people that were complaining back then aren't complaining now because, they got in at 4,000, went to 2,000, they're losing their minds, but now they're up so much. So just follow the historical data. So let's say you have 20,000, you go all in on Bitcoin now, it goes up to 150, you're sitting around 30K, and you're holding out for 200K or whatever, and that comes down to 70K. Your 30K 70 is going to be around 13K. That is just so mental, man. And I'm telling you, you're going to have sleepless nights. I've gone through all this stuff. And the biggest thing is when it's at 70K, you're going to be sitting like, why didn't I use that 20K now? And it's going to be sitting there for 3 years where it's probably going to go up to 90K one day. Like, here we go. And then it's going to go to like 50K for like a day or two. But now your 13K is sitting at about 9K. And in your mind, it's 30K, right? Because we always take that snapshot of on those highs. I mean, we are so backwards on how this stuff is. Just like most people, when Bitcoin's going down, I don't see anyone. I see some lovers, but I don't see too many people going, I'm buying now. There's just so much hate. But when it's going up, everyone's talking about buying. That is the 180 opposite of how we should be. And it took me a long time to get that way. Buying down is so hard. Again, that's why I promote Robinhood so much, just because it's done so good for me emotionally. For example, when it was at 110K, then the tariff talks went to 100K. It's like, okay, I was happy at 100K, a month ago. And then went to 90K. And it's like, oh God, what's happening? And then went to 80K. I'm like, oh my God. And then went to 70K. I mean, people are like, oh, I'm going all in at 80K. Well, how do you know it's not going to go to 60? And if it did, you just feel so stupid, because if you want it all in 80K, man, you could have got so much more Bitcoin at 60K. So all I did was just turn up my Robinhood instead of $10 a day, because I'm not spend a lot of money when it's at highs. When it hit 100K, I was like, I'm done buying. But but when it dropped down, I increased it to $100 a day. And if it went to 50, 40, 30, I'm getting more. That's how dollar cost average works. You want to turn it up when it's down and turn it down when it's up. So when it's crosses the 100K line, I turn it down. But now we're getting close to November, so I have turned it back up, especially since it's dropped down to 109K here lately. I hate buying it that high. Because again, it was just 78K like 3 months ago, and for the past 4 years it was under 50K. So it's hard for me to buy when it's up, but I was buying so much when it was down, because anyone that knows this stuff knew it was going to happen at this point. I get it in 2020, 2019, you're a little skeptical, like, well, it's done it 2 times, it's going to do it 3rd time. Well, it did it 3rd time, now it's done a 4th time. But you know what also happens every time? It comes crashing down, and all the other coins go up. So I project November, I'm going to take a portion out and buy those other coins, and then sell those too, and then kind of not start over with Bitcoin, but start acquiring again for the next 3 or 4 years. While other people are hating, I'm going to be loving it. And it's just a time game. Just remember, it takes about 2 cycles for you to be satisfied. 2 cycles for you to have so much green up in the green that when it drops down 10, 20, 30%, you don't care. It sucks, but it takes about 8 years. You're not going to get into Bitcoin and get rich, especially now, especially not on the wave crest. And we're not on the crest right now, but we're getting real dang close. And November, December has always been the best case scenario time frame. It's not March next year. It's never gone out of that. And I understand that it's different, and all these ETFs and BlackRock and stuff's in it. Well, that's why it's crushing right now. That's what it's taking. In 2016, it took, 500,000 people instead of 100,000 people buying it and whatnot. Just throwing these numbers out there. In 2019, now you have people like me getting in it big time, that were kind of skeptical. And that jumped it up to 67K, whatever high. So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, and grabbing the attention from bigger and bigger assets and people with money and companies and stuff like that, and countries. Again, I will never sell a large portion of it, because you just never know. I would feel really stupid if it just kept going to 500K and I sold it all. So never do that. Just dollar cost average. Be careful. Don't sell it all, because then you got to pay taxes on it. And if it does keep going up, then you got to buy at a higher price. And it's just dumb on top of dumb. And that really sucks to just layer dumbs. You'll never make money just being dumb. So again, I'm not saying don't buy it. Just if you have $20,000, just maybe buy $200 a week, and just know next year this time you're going to be able to buy it for 70K. So if you buy it now, you're not going to get rich off it. You're going to make some money, but you got to be disciplined enough to take some of that profit and then reinvest it. So again, not financial advice, just been doing this for a long time. I really think that's what's going to happen. I'm not a genius at all, just historical data, just following the math. It's pretty simple, and good luck.